Joseph Jason Namakia Momoa was born on August 1, 1979, in Honolulu, Hawaii. Jason Momoa is an American actor, model, director, writer, and producer who has a net worth of $25 million. Although Momoa first gained recognition for playing Khal Drogo in HBO's Game of Thrones, he's probably best known today for playing Aquaman in the DC Extended Universe. Profession: model, actor. Alternate names: Jason Momoa. Trademark: deep, powerful voice. Muscular physique. Has a couple of scars on the left side of his face. The most visible one goes through his left eyebrow. Multiple tattoos on his arms and chest. Jason Momoa's height: 193 centimeters. You paint something, and it's yours. It's your heart up on the wall. If you're too disciplined, it can mess up your mind. You need to have that treat for yourself. Everything has technique to it. So if there's something you want to try out, I think it's always good to get a trainer or listen to people who know what they're doing. I'm an early riser. I work out really hard. I push myself. I get my job done, and at the end of the day, there's a Guinness waiting for me. I'm sure all actors have trouble. The guy who always plays the funny guy, he wants to be taken seriously. And there's the action guy who wants to do serious stuff. Everyone's grass is greener. I just love stories, and I love movies, learning and seeing the world. Growing up in Iowa, it was like, you want to see the world? Movies can help you do that. I'm not a barbarian. I'm a strong alpha male but sensitive. I think a man needs to be a man. To hold a woman the way she wants to be held. Just do whatever your woman wants, and you'll be fine. Whenever I wake up, I'm up. I don't lie there like an idiot. I get up, run up a hill, get some exercise, and have some time with my thoughts. Morning is when I do all my best work. I do love horses, but I'd rather be on motorcycles. I was a snowboard bum and a climbing bum. This is a unique legal loophole in the U.S. If a non-native comes on a reservation and commits any crime, the non-native should be prosecuted by a federal court. Tribal law can arrest and hold someone for a year, but tribal law cannot prosecute non-natives. So, since the federal courts are so overloaded, some of the cases get tossed out. When I found out more about the Maori culture, I fell in love with it, and with the people, too. I'm raised to actually think, to use my brain. Zack Snyder is a huge fan of Game of Thrones, and I met him in the training stunt facility that I train at. And I guess he really liked me because he later called me into his office, and we talked about playing Aquaman. I'm a Batman fan from day one. My daughter's favorite is Wonder Woman, and my son loves The Flash, Cyborg, and Superman. Me and my son got pictures on the Batmobile. I'm a big kid. In my man cave, I have tomahawks, throwing knives, and old black bear furs. There's skulls, weapons everywhere. When I read that Khal Drogo role, I was blown away. I couldn't believe it was happening. I had to have that role. After Game of Thrones, having a character like that, that's like the pinnacle of your career. I love life, and if there's something that I'm playing that I love, I'll research it. I don't think a lot of people are calling me to play doctors and lawyers, which is fine with me. I can put a suit on, but I don't really like to. I've led a career of having to take work to see my family, over picking and choosing, instead of, I need food on the table, and I don't know how I'm going to pay the mortgage. I haven't been an actor who's been able to pick and choose roles, and being a family man. It's been about putting food on the table. Both my parents are artists. So that just makes me look at everything slightly different. I listen to different music, I dressed differently. So I kind of grew up without following the pack. My mom's an artist in every way. She's a painter, a photographer. She's a wanderer, always searching, always seeing. I guess you could say my mom gave me her eyes. I grew up being an artist, but also rock climbing and traveling the world and teaching my kids. If you're in a small town somewhere and you can go and visit Paris, you can go to the top of Everest, that's just cool. It's worth it because you become more educated in something. I'm half Hawaiian, and the haka is a very sacred thing, something your family teaches you. My father taught me. I grew up with a single mother, and I wasn't out shooting too many guns. I got called pretty boy my whole life. I'm a father, a son, and a grandson, and if anyone messed with my wife, mom, or grandmother, and if the law didn't care about it, what would I do? Would I be defined by that action? My kids are my greatest piece of art. When I'm by myself, I'm really cool and nice to everyone, but then the whole paparazzi thing? If you see me with my kids, I change. We don't own a TV. My kids are always outdoors. I couldn't get a job to save my life. That's why I wrote Road to Paloma. That got into Sundance and got into that scene, and that's how I got the role in The Red Road. The reason why I wanted to direct is because there are personal stories that I want to tell, but also because I love every part of movie making, from the wardrobe to the set decoration to cinematography. Game of Thrones is the greatest thing I've ever been a part of. The truth is, we're all searching. We're all looking for guidance, for mentors, and I'm by no means someone to follow. I watch action movies, and you don't remember when Jason Statham does a kick or punch. It's character trait stuff you remember. Emilia Clarke is someone I'm very close to, like a sister, and I love her very much. My favorite movie is The Diving Bell and The Butterfly. That's one of the great things about being an actor. You get to learn all these things normal people don't get to learn. I think I was pretty reckless and definitely a bit out of control. Now, I'm more focused. I've done a lot of dumb things in my life. I have my ups and my downs like anyone. All I can do is be me. I don't mind standing up for what I believe in. I'm not really tough. I saw Frank Frazetta's art, and it's seared on my memory. I love his paintings. They're so amazing. I love working with Oscar winners. I'm one of those freaky people that actually reads books. I get up at 5 a.m., and I train hard. I've got 2 young children, so I have to get up early. But I like it. My children aren't normally allowed to watch a lot of things that I'm in. I'm not the king in my own house. I have to wash the dishes and take out the trash and say, "Yes, baby." I'm 6'5", but I kind of walk around hunched over. I want to be remembered as, I hope, an amazing husband and a great father. There's a bunch of stuff I want to learn. Instead of waiting around on set all day, I'd rather be learning something cool.